Welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, you will learn everything you need to know to master the basic fundamentals of cutting graduation. Covering all three core shapes: round graduation, square graduation, and triangular graduation. You will learn how, why, and when to use these techniques. These fundamental shapes are the building blocks for short haircuts, for both men and women's haircuts, pixie haircuts, and graduated bob haircuts. Technically knowing how to cut these shapes using the graduation technique will help you with your precision haircuts. Knowing why and when to use round, square, or triangle shapes will help you to recommend and execute the perfect shape for your client or guest. Stay tuned for my long graduation haircut tutorials launching soon. What is a graduated haircut? It's a cutting technique that builds weight, working from shorter externally to longer internally. Graduation is a gradual progression of lengths from short to longer. Graduation can be performed at any length, however at longer lengths, the results can be more diffused. With graduated haircuts, you're in complete control of the result, as you can choose your graduation to influence the shape. Square graduation helps to reduce width in the sides of the haircut. This shape encourages more attention to the facial features, being a stronger shape. Creates more weight behind the ears. This shape helps to counteract the roundness of our client's face and head shape. This shape sits flatter, and I find it looks more modern. Square graduation is an amazing option for pixie haircuts and bob haircuts. The corners in square graduation will neutralize roundness and create a stronger, flatter shape in the nape whilst creating a stronger emphasis on your client's face. This is our graduation, from the back through to the front. Round graduation helps to avoid adding too much weight around the face, whilst moving and building the shape away from the face, adds width and fullness. It's the opposite of square graduation. Round graduation builds weight in the parietal ridge and crown areas. This shape really complements the head shape. It is my main choice when cutting pixie haircuts. This shape is great for clients who want a short and soft, feminine shape, with no hair around the ears. This haircut can be personalized to look textured and soft. Or the hairline can be scissor over combed to look more edgy and androgynous. Triangular graduation. Working triangular helps us to direct the length and weight from a short to long shape. It is very effective in elongating a person's face shape, an incredible option for round face shapes. Triangular graduation can be cut with a soft, subtle build-up of length and weight, and it can be cut with a more dramatic build-up of length and weight. This depends on what you want to achieve. This shape has a lot more options to choose from in regards to how short to how long you and your client want to go. I tend to use this shape a lot when cutting graduated bobs, especially when a client requests her shape to be shorter in the nape and a lot longer around the face. Stay tuned for future tutorials, where I will teach you how to combine graduation with other cutting techniques, like undercuts and layers. Vertical sections simply remove weight. Horizontal builds the maximum weight, whilst diagonal sections gives us the ability to control where the weight sits, low or high, and how much weight we want. We start our haircut with a vertical section. A vertical section gives us control of our graduation from top to bottom. Anything that is elevated below the occipital bone will be graduated, and anything above will be layered. Our distribution or cutting line will determine how soft or heavy our graduation will fall. The higher and closer to the head we will achieve a softer result, and if we cut lower, we will increase the length and weight in the top section, resulting in a heavier shape, with lower graduation. Every section throughout this haircut will be directed back, square to your body position, standing square to your client's head. This helps us to increase the length in the sides moving forward. We now take our second section. Taking a fine clean forward diagonal section, we use the same elevation as the first section. Directing the section straight back towards you or the wall behind you, directing straight out from its own base. We now take our third section, removing section 1, and elevating our new guide, section 2, to our new section, section 3. We elevate our previous section as our guide, joining the guide with our new section. Our elevation continues to be directed straight out from each individual section's base. We continue to take pivoting sections, working from the vertical to diagonal and ending in diagonal almost horizontal. We continue this process on both sides to complete our triangular graduation. Don't forget to watch the tutorial for an in-depth step-by-step guide. We take a fine diagonal back section, using our finger's width as our first cutting guide. Section 2 is directed back to section 1, using the same 45-degree elevation and the same cutting angle. Section 3 is now directed to section 2. We continue to direct every new section back to the previous, moving around the head shape. The elevation is cut at 45 degrees, straight out from each section. This process builds round graduation, as we start with shorter lengths in the front. As we work around the head shape, the length builds, moving towards the parietal ridge and crown areas, whilst creating shorter lengths around the hairline. I have chosen to use round graduation over layering, as I personally feel round graduation creates a more elevated result for your client when cutting short haircuts. We continue this process until we cross over the occipital bone area in the back section. Then we repeat the same process on the opposite side. Be sure to watch my round graduation tutorial for a more in-depth step-by-step guide. Today we will be cutting our square graduation with vertical sections. We start with taking a small clean section. Vertical cutting sections gives us full control of the shape, working up and down throughout our graduation. Before taking my first section, I direct my client's head slightly forward and down. To maintain perfect tension, it is best to only cut to your knuckle. I take my first vertical section, directing straight back, square to the wall behind me. My elevation is straight out from the base, and my cutting angle is on a 45-degree angle. This section is now our guide for the nape zone. We take our second section on a slightly forward diagonal. This helps us to continue to build and maintain weight behind the ear. We cut this section straight out from its own base, directing back to our first section before cutting. I now remove section 1, as section 2 becomes my new guide for section 3. We repeat the same process, now directing section 3 to section 2. It's important for your body position to be straight behind, standing square to every cutting section. We continue this process until we complete this section, maintaining even clean sections, elevation and distribution, and body position. I am using my scissors to cut this section with the Eastern grip to allow my wrist not to bend into uncomfortable positions whilst cutting. If you have never heard of the Eastern grip or how to flip your scissors, check the link above or in the description below. You can see how we are building a graduated shape vertically, and horizontally, we are building a square shape with our distribution. If you struggle with graduation, just imagine you are cutting a square layer with a different cutting angle. It really is that simple. This process can be very overwhelming, and there are a lot of steps to learn. The best way to understand anything is to break it down and simplify. Forget about the next zone, just focus on each cutting zone, one at a time. Be mindful with these last sections that don't have hair below. Direct them to your last section that ends at the hairline, so that you maintain that perfect square graduated shape. These sections are the corners in our shape. We now repeat this exact process on the opposite side. Don't forget to watch the step-by-step guide for this square graduated bob haircut tutorial to complete this 3-part series. This is square graduation. The graduation sits a little flatter in the nape and retains both corners. Now you can see the difference between all 3 core shapes. Let me know in the comments below which technique is your favorite. If you enjoyed this theory tutorial, check out my basic haircutting fundamentals playlist. Covers layering, all 3 core shapes, and precision line tutorials. Thanks again for watching. See you here next week.